Just under 32,000 personnel were asked for their views for this year's attitude survey. 9,360 responded, around a third, with the RAF providing the most responses. Morale remains a pressing issue. Fewer than half, just 42%, say they're satisfied with service life in general, unchanged from last year and stuck at the lowest level since 2018. RAF personnel reported a modest improvement, but across the board, nearly 6 in 10 rate service-wide morale as low. Job satisfaction fares a little better. Nearly two-thirds of respondents were content in their roles. But pay is another major issue. Satisfaction with the rate of basic pay has improved slightly from last year, but only a third feel their salary reflects the demands of military life, despite a 6% uplift and targeted support for new joiners. And fewer than 1 in 3 agree that the X Factor payment, which tops up their basic pay, is enough to compensate for the demands of service life. Least happy with their pay were the Royal Marines. Figures for pensions and allowances have also improved, but here there's a stark difference between officers and other ranks. Two-thirds of officers are happy, but just 34% of non-commissioned personnel. Questioned about their deployment notice, work-life balance and fairness at work, most personnel were satisfied, with the RAF seemingly the most content. When it comes to equipment, views are split. Half the respondents were satisfied with personal equipment, but only 30% were content with the standard of major kit, the lowest recorded level and 15% below its peak in 2012. Just 30% of those surveyed said they were happy with the big-ticket items they were using. The least satisfied with both their major kit and their personal equipment were again the Royal Marines. 6 in 10 personnel said they plan to stay in the services this year, about the same as it's been since 2021. But 41% have actively searched for jobs outside the services in the past 12 months. Of those planning to leave, two-thirds said it was because of the impact on their family and personal life. 70% of personnel said promotion was a major factor in how satisfied they were in their service career, but only around a third were satisfied with their opportunities to rise through the ranks. On accommodation, the figures show things are improving. After a big dip 2 years ago, satisfaction with requests for maintenance on military accommodation has improved, rising to 34%. On catering, it's not so good though. While half the respondents said they were happy with the opening hours of their dining facility, only a third, 33%, said they were satisfied with the food they receive. The scores for leadership show some improvement, particularly in the RAF. Two-thirds of personnel believe their bosses are committed to creating a diverse and inclusive workplace. But trust in senior leaders to act on these survey results remains low. Just 1 in 4 personnel believe action will be taken. So while there are pockets of progress in areas including pay, housing maintenance and RAF morale, the wider results paint a picture of a military with much to do and an armed forces under strain. Simon Newton, BFBS Forces News. Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.